So I'm going to briefly show you how to access the site narrative. This narrative will be completed every other month beginning in March of 2015 for CQN4 users. Only one report will need to be completed per practice, so you'll want to discuss the questions with your other practice members and answer them kind of as a team, so we make sure we get the perspective of all the participants in the practice. So to access the site narrative, you're going to go to Sites. Under Sites, you'll have Browse Sites, CQN3 sites, and CQN4 sites. You're going to want to go to CQN4 sites. And then you'll have a list up here, and it'll only have your practice listed. You'll see your practice site code, your site name, and a couple of links. Now, if your site's not listed, make sure you're looking at the CQN4 sites report. If you click CQN3 sites, you won't have any practices or sites load on the report. View enrollment, that's just some demographic information for your practice. We're not really using those fields at this moment, so I'm not going to really talk about those. What we want to do is we want to go to the View Site Information link. That's going to take us to the page where we can complete the site narrative. So we click the link, and a page is going to open. Over on the left, you'll see some demographic information. If you want to put the site administrator's contact information, that might be helpful for the practice because they can access this page. But to complete the site narrative, we're going to look over to the right side of the page and we're going to click the blue link button. When we click the blue link button, the site narrative report will load. And we'll see the questions listed on the page. Just as you would expect, you go through and click your responses to each question. There's usually about 10 to 15 questions on each survey. This example has 10, and this is just an example. This isn't necessarily the narrative you're going to see in March. You can just complete a couple of the questions and hit back to site page, and that'll take you back to this this page we were at just a moment ago. So then, if you only completed a couple of questions and you wanted to discuss some of the questions with your other practice members, you go back in. Of course, your previously responded, the questions you responded to before are answered. Then you go through and complete the rest of the questions.